Hey everyone, welcome back to Disturbing History Mysteries. Today, we delve into the never-told story about the daughters of Adam and Eve. Who were they, and what is their number? Drawing from the Book of Jubilees, the canonical Bible, and ancient traditions, we will delve into the lives and historical significance of these women. The Book of Genesis, a cornerstone of the Hebrew Bible and Christian Old Testament, provides a genealogical account of humanity's earliest ancestors, noting in Genesis 5:4-5 that Adam, the first man according to Judeo-Christian tradition, fathered sons and daughters over his extensive lifespan. This text, however, does not delve into the specifics of these children, particularly the daughters, leaving their stories largely untold within the canonical scriptures. In contrast, the Book of Jubilees, an ancient Jewish religious work, expands on the Genesis narrative, known also as the Lesser Genesis. This text is part of the collection known as the Old Testament Apocrypha, writings that are included in some biblical canons but considered non-canonical by others. The Book of Jubilees dates back to the 2nd century BCE, with the oldest surviving manuscripts from the 4th to 5th centuries CE discovered among the Dead Sea Scrolls. This suggests that while the text itself is ancient, our direct access to its contents is mediated through copies made centuries after its original composition. The Book of Jubilees reiterates and elaborates upon the stories found in Genesis, including the creation, the fall, the flood, and the division of the nations. It is particularly detailed in its genealogies, providing names and life events that are not found in the canonical Bible. For instance, it assigns names and roles to the daughters of Adam and Eve, thereby filling in the gaps left by the Genesis account. The significance of the Book of Jubilees lies not only in its historical and religious context, but also in its cultural impact. It provides a window into the beliefs and values of the Jewish community during the Second Temple period, reflecting how they understood their history and ancestry. The text's detailed genealogies underscore the importance of lineage and descent in the ancient world, serving as a means to assert identity and continuity among the people of that era. Moreover, the Book of Jubilees is an essential source for understanding the development of biblical literature. It shows how ancient interpreters engaged with the biblical text, adding layers of interpretation and detail to the foundational stories of their faith. By providing names and narratives for otherwise unnamed characters, such as the daughters of Adam and Eve, the Book of Jubilees contributes to a more comprehensive understanding of the early chapters of human history, as perceived in the Judeo-Christian tradition. The Book of Jubilees, a text revered in certain Jewish sects, and part of the broader collection known as the Pseudepigrapha, provides unique details about the family of Adam and Eve not found in the canonical Bible. It names Awan as the first daughter of the primordial couple. Her name, derived from ancient Semitic languages, connotes strength or iniquity. Awan is said to have married her brother Cain, the firstborn son of Adam and Eve, whose legacy is marred by his murder of his brother Abel. Their union is said to have produced several children, including a son named Enoch. Cain's establishment of a city named Enoch in his son's honor is one of the few details about his life after Abel's murder that is included in the Genesis account. Another tradition within these ancient texts refers to Awan as Kalima, though details about this name variation are sparse. The second daughter, named Azura, is also mentioned in Genesis 4:26. She is noted for marrying her brother Seth, who was given to Adam and Eve as a form of divine recompense following Abel's death. Hence the meaning of Seth's name, appointed or placed. This union between Azura and Seth is of particular importance in the Judeo-Christian lineage, as it eventually leads to Noah, who is pivotal in the story of the flood. Through such narratives, the Book of Jubilees contributes to the intricate tapestry of genealogies that are central to understanding the flow of biblical history and the origins of humanity as depicted in these ancient traditions. The biblical narrative does not provide a precise tally of the children born to Adam and Eve, the first humans in Judeo-Christian tradition, but it suggests a prolific progeny. This assumption is partly based on their remarkable longevity. Genesis chapter 5 verses 4 and 5 reveals intriguing information about the sons and daughters of Adam. The text mentions that after bearing Seth, Adam lived for 800 years, during which he fathered sons and daughters, totaling 930 years of life until his death. Such extended lifespans would naturally allow for the possibility of many children. To offer a modern parallel for comparison, Valentina Vasiliev, a Russian peasant from the 18th century, is credited with giving birth to 69 children, holding the Guinness World Record for the most children birthed by one woman. This historical record serves to illustrate the potential for Adam and Eve to have had an even larger family, as they lived many centuries, and the conditions described in Genesis before the flood are often interpreted as being more conducive to long life and fertility. Consequently, while the exact number remains unknown, the narrative and historical context imply that Adam and Eve's offspring were numerous, potentially far exceeding the record held by Vasiliev. In Genesis 6:1, the proliferation of Adam's descendants is noted, with particular mention of the birth of many beautiful daughters. This narrative also touches upon the ethnic and racial diversity that emerged from Adam and Eve's lineage, suggesting a mixed-race origin for humanity. Modern genetic studies, such as those examining mitochondrial DNA, support the concept of a mitochondrial Eve, indicating a common maternal ancestor to all living humans. Further enriching our understanding of human diversity, the daughters of Adam and Eve, though seldom mentioned in the primary texts of the Judeo-Christian canon, hold a crucial place in the broader narrative of human origins. Within the Genesis account, the focus is predominantly on the male lineage, with significant attention given to figures like Cain, Abel, and Seth. However, the existence of Adam and Eve's daughters is acknowledged, suggesting a complex family structure and a potentially vast network of descendants. The Book of Jubilees, part of the Pseudepigrapha, and considered canonical in the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, provides a richer portrayal of these women, assigning them names and roles within the early human saga. This text, along with other apocryphal writings, serves to fill in the gaps left by the canonical scriptures, offering a more detailed account of the first family's dynamics and the subsequent spread of humanity. The significance of Adam and Eve's daughters extends beyond mere genealogy. It touches on the transmission of culture, the development of early societies, and the theological implications of humanity's shared ancestry. Their stories, though not extensively documented in the Bible, are implied through the narrative's progression and the genealogical records that trace the human lineage from creation to the antediluvian period and beyond. In historical and cultural studies, the roles of these women can be seen as representative of the broader status of women in ancient narratives, often overshadowed by their male counterparts, but nonetheless essential to the continuity and development of family lines and human history. Moreover, the daughters of Adam and Eve are emblematic of the untold stories of many women throughout history. Their inclusion in texts like the Book of Jubilees highlights the importance of seeking out and understanding the contributions of women, even when they are not the primary focus of historical or religious records. This exploration into the lives of Adam and Eve's daughters invites reflection on the countless other figures who occupy the margins of sacred scriptures. It encourages a deeper engagement with our ancient past, prompting us to consider the myriad of untold stories that have shaped our collective heritage. As we continue to examine these texts and the lives they describe, we gain a more nuanced understanding of our origins and the rich tapestry that is human history. Thank you for participating in this journey through a chapter of our ancient history that deserves greater attention and appreciation. If there are other figures from sacred scriptures you're curious about, please share your comments and suggestions. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating history stories. Thank you for watching. Until next time.